Alright guys, now in the live I did earlier today, I said I was better looking than Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift and better personality. Now, they are amazing, they are great, they are awesome, and it's debatable. Not everyone's going to agree with me, not everyone thinks it's true. Some people think Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are the it people. A lot of people do, right? They're famous, way more famous than I am. But in terms of like my looks or my talent necessarily, they're both very talented. Like, who could win the Super Bowl, right? I'm not a football player like Travis Kelce. I mean, he's very talented, right? He just won the Super Bowl. And Taylor Swift is awesome. I mean, she just is such a great entertainer. Her lyrics are genius, and her beauty is like unparalleled to everybody. But I just know from my experience that people that I hang out with are usually better looking than they are and more talented in terms of what I think is talent, right? Some people are like, "Are you crazy?" Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift are the bomb, right? But I mean, everyone's different. Everyone sees things differently, right? To me, I think I wouldn't hang out with Travis Kelce or Taylor Swift unless they had a good personality. That I felt maybe they had a good personality. I mean, I never say never. Maybe I would, but I just feel like they're not my type of people looks wise. Like, I hang out with people for all kinds of reasons. I don't only hang out with people that are good looking, but if I was going to choose them for their looks, I wouldn't, right? And that's not to say they aren't good looking. They're like the best looking people in the world. They look better than everybody. They're super talented. They're gorgeous, whatever, right? But I mean, like if anybody saw my Facebook page, Marco DC, my bestie's on there, and she's like the prettiest girl in the world. She's super pretty, and I think she's way better looking, right? She passed away, but she's like way better looking than those guys, in my opinion, right? Not everyone agrees, not everyone thinks so, but I think so, right? And what I think is important, right? And the thing is, people might say, well, how dare you say that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce? But if I was really famous, like I think I should be, which everyone gets famous in their own time, we all have to work very hard. I really believe I should be more famous, though. I've seen people that are famous that are way worse than I am in terms of like my skill level and their skill level. But I mean, obviously everyone's famous for whatever reason. They're famous, and a lot of famous people are very, very good at what they do. They're unparalleled to anyone. But in terms of like my skill set and my looks, I really believe I should have been famous by now. Now, it's not. I'm not judging. Meryl Streep took 8 years to get famous. Machine Gun Kelly got famous in 10 years, right? So sometimes it takes a long time, but these people are gorgeous and famous, and like they look famous, and they're super talented, right? So it's not necessarily going to happen when you think it's going to happen, but you know what I mean. Like, I know you guys know what I mean. I'm very humble about who I am as a person. I'm very humble about my skills and abilities, my looks and everything. But you know when you know you should be more ranked higher than you are. And like people might be like, I don't think anyone's going to hate on me for this because I mean I think it's important to remember that um, that when you know you know your worth, right? It's not like I'm trying to say I'm the best and the only one that's the best. There's a lot of people that are just as equal to me and just as good, but I feel very much like I should be really famous by now, right? That's not to say that other people shouldn't feel that way too. That's not to say that we all shouldn't feel like we're not at our peak level of fame yet. Some of you guys are the same way as me. You might be like, why am I not famous yet? You know what I mean? You look at someone and you think they should have been famous, right? People will say to me constantly, you look like you're famous, right? Or they say to me, why aren't you viral yet, right? Because I look like someone that's viral. I look like someone that's famous, right? And I'm not trying to get hated on. Definitely not. I don't want that, right? But I want you guys to know I love you guys and I'm so nice, right? But you know you see your own worth and you're like, I should be at a certain place, man. You know what I mean, right? It's not a negative thing. It's just for instance, if you look at Jeffree Star's videos, right? If you look at her first video, he looked like a star right away. He looked like a starlet right away. As Jeffree Star, right? As the girl type of persona he portrays. He looked like a star right away. So he should have been famous from that first video, but he wasn't, right? But we know when we see somebody that looks, you know, when you see someone, you're like, they look like they should be famous, right? You know right away, you can tell, right? Anyway, that's all I mean, right? I'm no judgment on people taking time to be famous. Some people are way better than they're like me exactly, and they're doing way worse, right? So I understand it's not something that we should all judge or say anything negative about. It's just that I feel like I'm very skilled and very beautiful and very good looking, and I have a lot of skills. Now, That's not to say you don't either. Maybe you should be famous too, right? But you know what I mean, right, guys? You know I'm very nice. You know I'm very supportive of you guys, supportive of me, and supportive of talents and success and all that. I just feel like, you know, when you see someone that's a creator, you're just like, they should be famous, right? You know right away, right? Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Totally enjoy it. All right, thank you guys. And you know I mean well, guys, right? Like you guys know I don't want any hate for this because I know people might come at me in the comments, but I just feel like I should be at a certain point right now. But I'm doing quite well. I'm doing very well. A lot of people would love to be where I'm at, right? Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Totally enjoy. Bye now. Thank you guys. I'm grateful to your support. Bye now.